Hey everyone, it's Burger Boy. This video we're unboxing the Redragon K580 Vata mechanical gaming keyboard and Redragon Cobra FPS gaming mouse. Let's get into it. So here's the keyboard. We're starting off. This is a mechanical keyboard. I can... Ooh. So, this is my first time using a mechanical keyboard. Yeah, comes with a little Redragon sticker, a little pack of Otemu switches, that's the brand of switch that this uses, the manual, a keycap remover, and a pair of switch tweezers. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Here's the keyboard. Has RGB lighting strip. And the body feels like it's actually metal. Like aluminum, because it feels cold. I think it is, because it feels cold like metal.
What's that?
That is a volume and multifunction dial, so you can change the brightness and adjust the volume without even having it. And has adjustable feet at the bottom. These use Otemu blue switches. You can remove them, and this is a little pack of switches as a little sample pack. Otemu seen online, this contains Otemu red switches, 2 more blue switches, 2 of each blue, red, brown, and black.
And what does each color represent? A different
Yes,
clicks?
Each one has a different feel. Like brown ones. Yeah, with the switches. So here it is, some reds. Yep, this has no bump. Browns have a little bump. The difference is that it will, how far. So this is a little pair of tweezers designed to remove them. And the reds have no bump.
There's a bump in there.
Yes.
You can hear the different...
Yep, the reds have no bump and just move. In a straight line. So this one, the pre-installed ones are red switches. So, and then, there we go. So this one uses blue switches. And this is a pair of tweezers designed to remove them. So we're going to let Mommy try the keys.
It's really good action. They bounce really easy. Sometimes the older keyboards, it used to have a lot more resistance, so you would have a little bit...
This actually doesn't have a whole ton of resistance, which is something that I figured that it would be bad if these keys had a ton of resistance.
Yep, it's good.
Yeah, so next we're going to unbox this mouse. This one is like the Razer Mamba Elite. In fact, I'm sure they took a page out of Razer's book by naming it after a snake, and this thing actually has a little bit of weight to it. And this thing This thing is like the size of my hand. This thing might be a little bigger than my current mouse. There are side grips molded into the plastic on the side, and this has full RGB lighting, so the keyboard. This thing feels really good. Has 3 buttons on the top. The scroll wheel is made up, has the top strip of rubber. So, how does it feel? This one's right-handed.
Feels really neat.
Yeah. So, here's the keyboard and mouse all lit up. This is actually my second keyboard because the first one was defective. The F7 key was constantly registering, or it seemed like that, and then the top row of keys died. And we got a replacement for free from Amazon's customer support. Here is the mouse closer up. It looks like the Razer Mamba Elite, and I believe that they took a page out of Razer's book by naming it after a snake, like the Cobra. Underside, it actually doesn't always light up. There is a laser in there, but it's not easy to see on camera. It's easier to see in person. Yeah, this is the FPS version, the higher end version. The difference is it has a higher DPI optical sensor, and the quick switches are optical, like a laser that it detects, similar to Razer's optomechanical switches for their keyboards. The keyboard has RGB light strips on each side, on the left and right side. There aren't any on the bottom or the top. And I think you know this already, but the keys are mechanical. This uses Otemu Blue switches, which are a version, or another company's version of Cherry Blue switches. Next up, I'm going to show off the software you use to control the keyboard and mouse. So, here's the software that lets you control the mouse. This lets you do stuff like change which buttons do what. So, for example, you can make the left click the right click. You can do stuff like the 3 buttons change their functionality. This is, by default, the LED mode switch, but I disabled it so I wouldn't accidentally hit it and change it from the rainbow, or the setting I want. This lets you change the lights, like the rainbow, breathing. It can change the colors of the lights. So they are red, green, blue, turquoise, yellow, purple, and white. is full whited, which makes it the same color as set 2. The rainbow is different from the rainbow wave because it just flashes the colors of the rainbow, but the wave, for that famous effect, that's the kind of thing you'd want. So you've seen it does have the rainbow effect, which I know many people, including me, like. There's info. This lets you view the stuff, like redragonzone.com version. The scroll speed, like pointer speed, the DPI. This basically is how fast the mouse cursor moves. So it's basically, in other terms, sensitivity for it. So that's the software for the mouse, now the software for the keyboard. And here's the keyboard software. This lets you control the keyboard lights. Go with the streams, the famous rainbow effect. Clouds Fly is like a slower version. That kind of flashes all the colors of the rainbow. Winding Paths is like how it shows on screen. Basically a square pattern. The Trial of Light flashes all the colors of the rainbow. Breathing just turns on and off as if it's breathing. Normally on, pretty much static. You can choose your own colors. Colorful is rainbow. This just changes it to one static color. Pass Without Trace. I mean, it lights up the key that was just typed on. Ripplegraph. It pulses the colors away from the key you've typed. Fast Run Without Trace illuminates a single line in a similar manner. Snow Winter Jasmine has different colors that rain, so it's like snowflakes falling. Flowers Blooming is its own color for each key that changes, like flowers blooming, hence the name. Swift Action is a rainbow wave that goes down, except it's mostly the whole line. Hurricane is a wave that goes up and down, up and down. Accumulate is one that they come together and swirl and then blow apart. Digital Times is the lights light up and fall like rain. Surmount, not really sure what that is too much. Both Ways is colors pulsing across, go back and forth. Fast and the Furious is that the colors pulse away from a key. Think the O key. And Coastal, which basically illuminates the WASD, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 keys. You can click that and it will illuminate the keys with the color of your choosing. So you can basically paint. The eraser turns them off. So this is per key RGB lighting. And those are the effects. Now I'm going to try how these play in a game. So the first game I'm going to try out is Taunty. This game plays much better with the keypad, because it feels like it was designed with it in mind. It's pretty much a game of whack-a-mole. Here's the shop where you can get stuff. So that's Taunty. It plays well with it. Let's move on to the next game, Minecraft. So here we are, we're going to play Minecraft. So, a pleasant surprise for me was that the body is seemingly made out of metal. I thought that would be plastic or something. I was fine with either one, but still, it kind of makes it feel more premium, and this thing is a little heavy. Not only a bodybuilder Hercules can lift it heavy, but it has some heft to it. So is the mouse. But it's still enough to slide around. And even for those who do have trouble sliding things around like that, that's what the DPI adjustment's for. Here's my overcrowded pen of chickens. How many omelets can we make with all those eggs they can make? And I know that the nice part is that this doesn't feel cheap at all. And I would say that this is good quality, like the keyboard and mouse. This has actually been my first time using a mechanical keyboard, as far as I know. So that's Minecraft. Let's move on to our last game, Slime Rancher. So here's our last game, Slime Rancher. So, in a minute, I'll tell you about my setup. Uh-oh. So, that's pretty much the keyboard. I would say that my experience, this keyboard's been pretty good. How the keys feel, they actually have less resistance than my other. Like, the keys don't have a lot of resistance. So, now I will tell you about my setup. This is my current setup. AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT Anniversary Edition. A friend of Ivan at work let me have it because he had a better setup and he said that he just didn't need it. It's a really awesome thing of him to do it. Under that AMD Wraith Prism is a Ryzen 7 3700X, some Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB RAM, ASRock B450 Steel Legend, AMD as Kratos 750 watt power supply, some easy DIY fabs, the fans, a Core Master Box MB520. That's pretty much there is to the setup. I'm going to show you the case of what it used to be in. So, this is the case from my old setup, and this is the power supply. I was getting a new Radeon RX 590 Fat Boy, and the power supply wasn't working. We thought it could have been a heat issue, but then we decided it was a power supply issue, because when I was playing VR games, the high power games, it was crashing. This on top was in there. But this is just to give an idea of what my old setup was like. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and bye.